Oh, I'm about to tell you right now why most men are done with women and dating. It's not even a concept that's hard to understand. Dating is like gambling, almost like, a little bit of gambling, a little bit of investing. You invest in this machine hoping that it becomes fruitful and it produces for you. But in actuality, most of these machines that you put your money into do nothing but ghost you at some point, have arguments with you at some point, say you're not doing enough at some point. It's like, why should I invest in something that doesn't produce anything for me? It's a losing investment. You go on these dates with these women and we're the man, so we're the ones spending the money. I love it when a woman is like, yo, I want to buy the drinks for us. Let me buy you a drink. I'm like, thank you, Jesus. You brought the right one to me. Anytime I get a woman that offers to buy the meal, pay for the movie, pay for the drink, I'm thinking, God, you couldn't have sent a better woman. As a man, you get so tired of having to pay for everything, having to do everything because you're supposed to be showing some interest in the woman. You're supposed to be chasing this woman, a woman that you don't even know, a woman that you don't even know that you're compatible with, a woman that you don't even know really likes you like that. It's a horrible investment. Horrible investment. It's like investing in a company without looking at the balance sheet or looking at any of the financials. I'm investing off of the name. That's what dating is like. It's like making a blind investment. And at this point, men are doing nothing but losing their money. I came across a stat that monthly men spend about $289 on dating. Now that's the average. So you have men that are spending a little less, and you have men that are probably spending a lot more that are out here tricking, you know, buying these women everything. And you got to blame men for this too a little bit. We have to blame men for this too. Y'all got to get some of this smoke too. I know. We like to blame women for everything, but that's not what I do over here. Over here, it's a equal playing ground, fair play over here. And men, we have to stop tricking on women. Because when you trick on women, when you are that one man that tricks on a woman, she is going to expect that from every other man. Why would she ever lower her standards now? If the one guy she's been dating has been buying her everything, paying for everything, why would she lower her standards now? So you make it a lot more difficult for the next man to date her because you spent most of your time tricking for her, buying her everything, spending all your money on her. You don't have to do expensive dates all the time. Like, I'll take a girl out, somewhere that may require me to spend money, but some of these other dates down the road, some of them are going to be free. Like, yo, you want to go to the farmer's market? Free. You may buy one or two things there, but come on, you ain't really spending $100 or more at the farmer's market. So I don't create some kind of standard for her thinking that this is what men do. This is what all men do. So we have to take a little bit of blame for that because now they expect that from all men, and all men are not going to do that. All men don't have the the money to do that. Even if I have the money to do that, to spend like that, I would never do it though. I would never do it though. I'm a I'm a business guy. So money, I love money. Money it's not everything to me, but money, I love the game of money. I love the game of acquiring money, trying to multiply that money. I love that game, which is why I'm heavy in investing. So if you thinking I'm ever going to be out here tricking on a woman, you got me confused for the wrong one, partner. The wrong one. So I do have to put a little bit of the blame on us for making these women think this is something that we're supposed to be doing. Yes, we're supposed to chase. Yes, we're supposed to romance you. Yes, we're supposed to court you. But that doesn't mean that it's a free meal ticket. So men have realized that, I'm just wasting money. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time because we don't benefit in any way from it. It's the end of the world if you assume that a woman's supposed to give you sex or something. It's the end of the world if you assume that. But it's okay for them to assume that you're going to spend your money on all the dates, all the dinners, all the movies. It makes no sense to me, bro. It's just sickening. It's sickening. It's sickening. And that's why I appreciate and I value and I actually go out of my way to do more for the women that don't expect this stuff from me. I am more likely and more willing to spend more of my money on a woman who doesn't expect me to do it. Because I appreciate that. And it's like, because you don't expect this of me, now I want to do it for you. Now I want to treat you like that because you're deserving of it. And it doesn't give me those user vibes. I just want to use you for which I want to use you for my next meal. Half of these women ain't spending none of their money. They ain't even cooking at home because they got dates lined up. They got dates lined up every night. That's their meal ticket. What you eating for dinner? I don't know, wherever he takes me out to eat. You got to be careful with these women, man. They will use you. Women are cunning. They are cunning and they can be manipulative. And I'm not saying this is all women. Not all women. Some of you women are God's gift to the earth. But there are a few of the bad apples out there that have made dating miserable for men to the point of where they want to quit. To the point of where they're like, I'm better off focusing on myself. I'm better off focusing on myself so I can make more money in life, so I can have more peace in life, so I could do what I want when I want without somebody having to tell me when I should be doing something or when I can do something. So men have started to pursue living for themselves, and I think men have started to fall in love with that. Similar to women. Women have gained independency for themselves, and they now are looking to they're looking to enjoy just being alone, enjoy just being to themselves, enjoying not having to respond to somebody, having to clock in with somebody or tell somebody where they're going or who they can hang out with or if they can go to the bar or if they can go to the club. People are enjoying being able to do those things with unlimited freedom. Now, do you miss companionship at times? Yeah, you miss companionship. You miss being with somebody. You miss sharing time with somebody. But some people are still filling in that gap. They find a few girls that they're casual with for them times when they're lonely, them nights when they're lonely, have her come through, chill with you, watch a movie, eat some snacks with you, eat dinner with you, and then she goes about her merry way. So men are also realizing that, hey, I don't need to be in a committed relationship to still get the things that I want out of a relationship, like companionship. So this is one of the main reasons why men have started to not date women and started to focus on themselves. And that's because of value and benefit. There's no benefit for us. There's no value out of doing this. Look, with inflation, boy, inflation is already eating a hole in our pockets. So you think we want to go out there and throw more money away, burn more money on a woman who really doesn't deserve that energy, that kind of energy? So we have to make it make sense. We have to make it make sense. Now, for me, I do a lot of vetting before I go on dates with women. I gotta really get to know your vibe, know your energy before I start to choose to spend money in courting you. Because at the end of the day, it's all gambling, it's all taking a risk, but I can make a calculated risk. I could do my due diligence to make sure that I'm making the right decision, hopefully. So men, I wouldn't say stop dating. I mean, unless you need to, unless you're, really trying to progress in life or you're trying to heal, then yeah, stop dating. But if you don't fit none of that, I wouldn't say stop dating. I would just say vet these women more. Make sure that these women are for you and not for what's in your pocket or not for whatever life that you can provide for them. Stop tricking. Stop tricking. Because you don't need to. You don't need to. So we need to we need to start lowering the women's standards. And we do that by no longer tricking on women, spending a whole bunch of money on women, and that allow them to understand that, hey, maybe I had one guy do that, but these other men are not going to do that. So I need to come back down to reality and understand that if I want to be with somebody, I have to understand that they're not going to be spending all this money on me. So we got to humble them just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. We still love y'all. We're just frustrated with women. We're just frustrated with y'all, you know? But I hope we got something from this. I hope we got a little bit of information that'll help us, move forward in our dating life so we don't continuously select the wrong people, the wrong women, the wrong partners. But yeah, I hope you guys were able to get something from this video. I hope it helps you in your dating life and how you choose to move forward. Vet these women, choose the right partner for yourself. Same for women. Vet the men. Choose the right man for you. That's for you and not for what you have to offer. I thank you guys. I appreciate you guys for, always tapping in with me. I just want you guys to continue to, comment below, continue to talk, continue to share your experiences, just conversate. I'm always there to respond. Please like the video, subscribe if you haven't already. I know a lot of you guys haven't subscribed. I know a lot of you guys are return viewers but haven't subscribed. So hopefully this is a video that makes you subscribe. But I thank you guys. You guys could have been spending your time anywhere else in the world, but you chose to spend it here with me, and I'm appreciative of that. I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm out.